I have Janine with me.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning, top of
morning.
the morning. Listen, if you're not up now, I don't think you're ever going to get up
Pretty much.
unless you work third shift.
Yeah. Be a good afternoon.
Thank, thank goodness for third shifters. Let me tell you something. I worked third shift for 4 months, and I thought my life was over.
I could not. I don't. I can stay up at those hours, but not to actually have to work and have to clock in somewhere and be in a certain space. No.
No,
No.
4 months I worked, and when I first started in corrections, 4 months, and let's just say it was. I didn't have the best of days off. They were Tuesday, Wednesday.
What?
They were new
What?
guys days. So
Tuesday,
Tuesday, Wednesday, I
Wednesday.
had off,
Oh,
and I thought my life was over. So just imagine I was what I considered in the prime of my going out era, which was my early 30s,
mhm,
and
mhm.
I went from a transition to doing the DJing thing, clubs, and being out, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, you gotta go third shift Tuesday, Wednesday off.
No, no. That's like a shock right there.
Yeah, that I
Shock.
was like, my life was a who goes anywhere on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Well, Tuesdays I don't now, but back in the day that was Boston. That was Aria Boston nightlife, and it was actually a really good night. More people in the industry can go out that day because
Because they're busy
But
on
other
the
than
end.
that, nobody goes out on a
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
Wednesday,
Taco
I'm like,
Tuesday.
yeah. Well, Taco Tuesday wasn't around in the early 2000s, so
Uh,
yeah, that was enough. And then Wednesday was Hunt Day, but it was like, okay, so you wanna try to go and do something hard, but you have to be at work the next day.
yeah,
So it was like it was just
they're horrible days.
yeah, it
Horrible
was
days to
it
have off.
it was bad. Nonetheless, also, so we were looking at some of the comments that were coming in on the list, the infamous list on
Mhm.
where not to take females according to the social media post,
Yes.
and it was quite interesting. You had some guys making light, saying that bring them to Mickey D's and all
Yep.
that stuff. We know that they're making light of the situation. Um, but yeah, it's you never know. Like I said before, you never know how deep a guy's pockets
Mhm.
are.
Mhm.
And for it takes for a guy to to get up the to get up the courage to come up and say, "Hey, can we go on a date?"
Yeah.
And just to bring you to the spot. You don't know the struggles that guy may have gone through.
Exactly.
To get that money or whatever the case is. I could see if it's totally different. If a guy pulls up in a Range Rover and he tries to bring you to McDonald's, then
Maybe he borrowed the truck.
well, maybe he borrowed a truck.
Maybe
But
he
listen,
borrowed the truck.
but that's a situation where you
Mhm.
shouldn't be
He still pulled
your
up.
your ceiling shouldn't be that high.
Yeah.
You shouldn't try to portray something that you're not, in my eyes. Just be you.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you start in the middle, then you have some room for your ceiling to raise up.
Mm. Yep.
But if
Yep.
if you start all the way at the top, started from the bottom, and you're all the way at the top, and you ain't got nowhere to go, right?
Yeah. No. No
So
Drake songs in your
yeah.
relationship.
So just like I was just saying it in the song. He was talking about don't waste my time. How many drinks?
Yes.
Don't waste my time. It's similar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that goes back to the flying cross country. Don't
Yes,
waste my
yes.
time.
It's very similar. It's like, okay, don't waste my time. I won't waste your time.
Mhm.
Let's just put our cards up on the table. So if it's a girl and you're offended by where he brings you to eat, so you might as well just ask him to drop his W-2.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Just drop your W
Pretty
two and let
much.
me know how much you make. You're not in my tax bracket. I'm out.
But what other rules does this female have?
I don't
Is
know.
there living conditions? Is there locations? Type of vehicle you're getting picked up in, or does it stop at this list?
So if pretty much this list is telling you that they want to be pampered, um, they don't want ordinary.
Yeah,
They want extra.
they
They
need to
want
be able
extra.
to Instagram wherever they went.
So I'll tell you what. If that were me, you know what I would do, and if I brought someone out on a first date and they didn't like, they pretty much questioned me on it. and were like, I don't like coming here or whatever. Okay, all right, I sorry, I apologize.
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go to the bathroom for a second. I go to the bathroom and I dip out.
I've done that, but not over the location. But
Yeah,
I've done that.
I'd
It
say,
was a long, long time ago,
but
obviously.
listen, if you don't appreciate, like I said,
Yeah.
if you don't appreciate, everything that I brought to get to that point or whatever the case may be,
Gotta go.
you know what, I'm gonna politely excuse myself and then I'm gonna belligerently leave on you.
Yeah, that's a form of self love right there.
Yeah,
Put
listen,
yourself first. If
that's
you have to
right.
take
That's
off,
right.
go ahead.
I know when you guys used to talk on on your show, on your
Hmm.
previous show,
Yeah,
the wind down,
the wind down.
you
Yeah.
often used to refer to date within your own bracket, right?
Yes.
Date within your
Yes.
own bracket,
Yes.
and don't try to date outside of your
Yep.
bracket.
Yep.
So conversely, I would ask this girl, like I said, well, let me see your W-2. Let's see how much money you
Mhm.
make.
Mhm.
Because at some point, I don't expect a woman to to take me out. But you know what? To take you out to eat. But it doesn't hurt every once in a while. You say, hey, babe, let's go out to eat.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yep.
It doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah. Not at all.
And maybe you can't afford me.
Yeah. Hey, and that's the
You know what I'm saying?
truth.
So drop
Maybe
your
not. Yeah.
W-2s right there.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I
It
mean,
is how it
turn
goes.
turn around, fair play, right?
Yeah.
And so it's a difficult thing. And looking at that list, I ask everyone to go and look on our social medias. I dropped it on my social media. I believe I tagged it on yours as well,
Yes.
and it's
Read
also on
some
the
of the comments.
WMB1.com. Excuse me, the WMB1 radio page on Insta and Facebook. All
Yep.
right. So
My
go there and look
Instagram.
at that list, man. It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So
Some people.
it's just one of those things that I get it. You might have a preference, but you gotta be transparent with it. Put it out
Yeah.
there right there in the beginning.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're setting yourself up on both sides.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They're not
saying?
even making it to the first date.
Yeah,
They're not even getting asked on a first date.
yeah. I'm. That's why you know what. I ain't mad for them to put for like I said before, the coffee shop.
Yeah.
I could just
I
by
love it. Uncle John's.
yes. Listen,
Take me there.
just by vibing with you for
Hmm.
a half an hour. I've gone
Yep.
I'll put my business. I've gone on a coffee date
Yeah.
before I went on a date
Hmm.
to a, it was like I said, a test trial. What's the coffee spot in Wareham?
Cup two.
The plaza there. Where they have the plaza there. Once you get off the exit, you go left. And there's a coffee shop in there. There used to be a coffee
They
shop in
probably
there
used to
anyway.
be, but not
There used to be a
anymore,
coffee
'cause
shop in there.
Yeah, I'm
I
cup
forgot what it was.
two
It had
in Wareham.
all fancy coffees and all that stuff. It was right across from. I'm trying to think of what's that plaza right there. Once you get off the Wareham exit, you go left. It's got the Lowell's and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know what
So
you're
as soon
talking
as you
about, but
as soon as you went
there's
in,
Cape Cod Coffees there, but that's a fresh date. That place just opened up this summer.
yeah, no, there was a
How far are
coffee.
you telling
There
me
was a
this?
coffee spot. This was about 4 years, five, no, longer than that. No, I'm lying. It's probably about 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Not like Starbucks. Or
No, it wasn't
something.
Starbucks. It was something else. But that was a perfect little spot.
Mm,
It had
nice.
it had all kinds of different coffees and lattes and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
But that was a perfect. It was a little intimate. So it was like, okay, you get to talk, and then you go from there. And then it was like, okay, I'm feeling you. We can go from there. We can
Yeah.
vibe on or whatever the case is. But that to me, that's a coffee. It's not formal,
Mm-mm.
and
No.
it's just to get to know you a little better.
Yeah, I think it's
Um,
perfect.
and I don't see
actually.
nothing wrong with that.
I
But
don't
if
see nothing wrong.
yeah, but then after that coffee date, if
Yeah.
I ask you to go on a date, then that's where we can go from there.
Establish where you're gonna go from
Exactly. Because if I'm
Yeah.
talking to you on that coffee date and I'm not feeling you, I'm probably gonna be like, yeah, I'll call you, and you know what? You ain't gonna get no call. Truth be told, right? You're not gonna get
there.
a call. So I'm not against an informal first date going to a coffee shop, a nice little spot where you could sit down and you could talk,
I agree.
to get to know each other. And I think that wouldn't hurt. Like I said, for women, it's a safety thing, right? You could
Hmm.
be talking to
Hmm.
this guy, and all of a sudden he could start talking crazy,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm glad, this was good that I
That
came
I
here.
yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of things, but this list is
They
it
want to be
seems
exclusive. Like
yeah, yeah. I'm not feeling a lot of things in that
yeah.
list, not at all. But hey, like I said, I'm gonna go out and do some discoveries. I'm gonna Google it and see where this list originated from. I want to
I want
see.
to know the state too.
Yeah,
Do
I
we
want to
have
know.
the state?
I don't know. I want to
Because
know.
that could change. I'm still not okay with the list. I'm just saying that could change some of this too, depending on your location. Because if you're in
Yeah.
a small town, you're going to be.
Yes, you're going to what's
I'm going to
available.
be like, what? We're going to Cheesecake? Yeah, you could be in a small town where you're passing 18 farms,
Yeah.
and that is the only location that you can really go to that you're going to get a cooked or get that type of environment.
Yeah,
So we'll.
it's I'm going to make it a point to go ahead and do the discoveries and see how or where this list originated from, because I got a lot of issues with it as a male. I'm just going to put it out there. I got a lot of issues with it. There's a lot of things that you would need to disclose to me first before we can talk about, where you're going out to eat, and how we're going and how much money I'm dropping on the
Yes,
first date.
yes.
You know,
Mhm.
um, it's just one, like I said, it's just one of those. It's personal preference to what you like and what you want to do.
Yep.
But like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I said, I start in the middle, and then we can go from there. And then if I like how we're vibing, then we'll
Yeah.
push it up. We'll push it up. But
Level it up.
give yourself
Level it
some
up.
room for that ceiling. You don't want to start at the ceiling,
I know.
because then
You
you
be
start
hurting.
you start at the Del Frisco's, then they're gonna want you to fly them, to Vegas, at some spot, and eat on the top floor, the Bellagio or something like that. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
And then
Um,
you got and then you're paying for usher tickets.
yeah, to get ushered, yeah, and then he takes your girl away. He serenades
Right,
her and
right.
takes you away.
Not in them
Yeah,
skirts. He's not taking nobody's girl away. What's he
yeah.
doing?
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah. But anyway, once again, 774-425-2631. It's 10:10. We got about a little under 50 minutes left of Mags in the morning, along with Janine. And
Yes.
we appreciate the comments that are coming in on social media. Thank you for letting us know. And videos, comments, everything, man. It's thank you for tuning in and vibing with the topic that we have today.
Hey.
It's definitely appreciated. We're going to get back to more of the music. Anything else you want to add to it before we go?
Um, I had a couple birthdays.
Oh yes, birthdays.
I had a couple
birthdays.
birthdays.
That's right. Birthday shout outs.
So what is today is October 26th, right?
Yep, October 26th.
All right. So we
Today's
have
October.
a happy birthday to Rhoda Harding, my
Okay.
cousin Rhoda. And then a happy birthday to Mr. Willie Sanchez,
Happy
better
birthday.
known as DJ Chubby Chub
Chubby Chub.
from
That's
the
right.
Bronx.
There
So
you go.
happy birthday to the two of them. That's what I got on my list today.
So a birthday shout out that I got going out today is one of my guys, man. One of my guys. We go way back. We play basketball together. We hung out together. We did a lot together, man. I'd like to give a very happy birthday shout out to Jason Flea Baptiste.
Ooh,
That's my
okay.
guy, man. Happy birthday,
Happy
Flea.
birthday, Flea.
Yes, happy birthday to him, man. We go way back, man. Way back since the early days.
Yes.
We play basketball together, and a lot of memories, a lot of
Mhm.
memories. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to everyone who's celebrating a birthday today. All right,
Yeah, Scorpio season.
Scorpio, yes.
Happy birthday to you all.
Happy birthday to
Mhm.
you all. All right, we're gonna get back to more of the music, and like I said, call in if you like 774-425-2631. And we're gonna get back to more Mags in the morning with Janine. Let's go.
Hey.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.